Well, I thought I was going to get some F1 in there tonight. We might not. It depends on what happens here, because we still have David Andrews and Christian Barmore to move, and we'll see where the team happens to be. So, Andrews at 31. Barmore is now replaceable because of Williams. Brown's still going to be decent for another 2 to 3 years. The only teams... Cleveland doesn't work. Nope, Cleveland does work. We're going to try to maximize this value instead of trading them separately. So Cleveland works. The Chargers don't. The Falcons work. So we're looking at Cleveland. We are looking at Atlanta. The New York Giants, the New York Jets, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are the teams that we are looking at here. So while Brown will still be solid, he's going to be way too expensive. Cleveland. I mean, obviously, you get into the big names here. Atlanta, in terms of what they had that I'd be interested in, nobody. As we've been over, we pretty much got the guy that we were interested in from Atlanta. We won't make the deal with the Jets at this point. They're not going to have anything, and I don't dare make this trade with a division rival. So that brings us to the New York Giants. It would pretty much be Barkley. That's it. That's the only guy I'm really interested in the Giants is Barkley. And for the Steelers, Watts 28, it would be Minka, Smith-Schuster, maybe even argue Harris. So clearly, I mean, we just got to go for the best overall players first. How far off is this? For shits and giggles. Okay, that's not going to happen. Good. How far off is this? Still way too far off. That's good. I would hope these wouldn't go through. Denzel Ward. Still probably a little bit too far off. Sucks. Even with that first, it's not going through. There's no way. It might go through for Ward. I think the one guy we could realistically get from Cleveland is Denzel Ward, which isn't that bad. For the Giants, how far off is a Barkley trade? Too far off. And for the Pittsburgh Steelers, how far off is a Minka deal? Too far off. Otherwise, it'd be Smith-Schuster, and I'd rather go for the corner on Cleveland. I think we have our target here. I'm going to aim to get Denzel Ward because we need another corner as it is. We just lost one due to injury. So it would be, I don't think I can trade Jonathan Jones because he's hurt. If it still lets me trade Jonathan Jones, that's hilarious. He's not technically on IR. He's injured for the majority of the season, and his deal's up. If it's going to let me trade him, we're going to do it and pick up Denzel Ward. Because that's a no-brainer. Will it let me do it? It will let me trade him, which is hilarious. The question is, how close is it? What about just these three? Nah, it's not enough. But at least we know Jonathan Jones can be traded. What about an early third? I mean, this solves the issue of needing another corner. We're going to be down to just one first-round pick after this. But it's worth it. So it's going to be Andrews, Barmore, and a very high first-round pick projection. For Ward, their first, which is projected to be low, and another pick. It's going to be a fourth, maybe even a third next year. Andrews, Barmore, and a high pick projection for Ward, their first, and a third. It'll have to be a fourth. It'll have to be a fifth. But we'll do it. We're going for it. Done deal. we pick up Denzel Ward from Cleveland, our favorite trading partner. And, yeah. God, can you still wheel and deal like a son of a bitch in this game? My God. I didn't mean for this to get so out of control with the trades, but it's just kind of happened. Literally 1 season worth of trading down, and you can just end up with a goddamn super squad. Like, you still have to, really, if you want to try to keep things realistic, you really have to limit yourself in what you're allowed to do, which is ridiculous. So we need a running back to go alongside Damian Harris. We now have Jefferson, Gallup, Baldwin, and Harper as our top 4 wide receivers, which is just a joke. That is a joke. And clearly we could move on from either Fletcher or Owens. I think we'll look to trade Fletcher for whatever we can get for him. We need a 3rd tight end as well. Could be through free agency. The lack of agility for Becton makes me think he'd be a dynamite center. So again, it's going to be Wills. I think we're going to get Cameron Todd into the starting position, because we don't know what that dev value is. Let me check the O-line really quickly off the depth chart.
Oh, good for you!
What? Thank you for the follow. So, the lock of the staff points. It's a waste. So, for this depth chart then. Nope, I went to rosters. God damn it. Let's see, like, this doesn't look right. You watch. We're still going to make the playoffs somehow, aren't we? Because of a weak division. So, at tackle, best options are Wynn and Becton. Let me take a look here. So Becton's an 89 tackle. Wynn is an 83. And Onwenu is an 81.
Oh, good for you!
Points. I'd also recommend slowing down the coach points too. And Nick, thank you for the follow. At guard, Becton is a 90. Onwenu is an 83. Wynn is an 85. And then at center, obviously Becton, Wynn, and Onwenu are both really good. Obviously right now the big problem is that Wills is hurt. So, I think we have our answer. Yeah, we have our answer. Becton's staying at tackle, because the other two are better on the interior. So we'll have Becton on the left. Isaiah Wynn will move over from left tackle to right guard, which I'm intrigued to see how that works out. Onwenu stays at left guard, and I'm going to move Cameron Todd over to center. It's a bit of a risk, but he's got to play somewhere. Not necessarily sheltering him at center, but we're going to move him over to center and see how good he is. I mean, he's a 70, so it's not as if he's... I mean, he's not horrific, but he's also not great. So we are going to need a depth right guard. Todd at center. Why not? We don't know how good he's going to be. He might develop fast. I mean, the alternative is Onwenu or Wynn, but bottom line is they're there to help. I mean, if we were to move someone based off of the awareness stat, it would be Onwenu. Alright, I'll take your word for it. We'll do the extra clicks. Probably not going to matter. Becton at center. Becton absolutely not at center. He was by far the best option to stay at left tackle. Like, by far. It wasn't even close. Easily the best option to stay at tackle. That is not even a discussion. All right, so we'll have Todd at left guard. At least he'll get to work with Becton, and maybe that'll help shelter him a little bit. And indeed, Sanders has been the one that's played tackle in the absence of Mr. Jedrick Wills. And also Pete Rhodes we're still trying to develop here. So we are going to need a right guard. Defensive line, it's Winovich, Aiken, McKay. We still don't have the answer. And then again, whoops. Defensive tackle, we're perfectly fine, for God's sakes. We do need some linebacker depth. That's probably why I don't trade much in Madden. I mean, I had to test at the start of the year just to see how outrageous it could be. And indeed, we have to trade Jonathan Jones. Even though he's hurt, it'll still let me. I'm going to move on from him. So now we got Ward and J.C. Jackson. That's just violent. So yeah, I mean, in terms of playing franchise, do I recommend limiting yourself in the trades that you make? Yeah. Yeah. If you want a realist... It's another franchise mode where, again, you have to try to keep things realistic because of the trade values. But, I mean, in the meantime, you know, again, I'm waiting for the scouting update to come out before we go super heavy into worrying about a major challenge. So, that's why we have Draft to Glory as one of our key series time and time again. So, this team gets way better and we suck. Yeah, pretty much. So, right here, pretty much, I'm just looking for draft picks. Let's look for a team that needs a corner, that's interested in both. Cincinnati. I'm just looking for draft picks here. Let's be honest. I don't really care about secondary players. We need to recoup some draft picks. So, when's the scouting update coming out? The beginning to middle of September. Yeah, I want Cincy's first round pick. It'll give us more options. And that way we'll be back up to 3 picks. And because of a lot of these trades, we do have a lot of middle picks. So it'll probably take a 5th rounder to get this done, but we'll go for it. And maybe even a 4th, which is fine. I mean, we are absolutely fleecing them out of this draft pick. Absolutely fleecing them. So yeah, there we go. We'll pick up an extra first from Cincy. Get rid of those last 2 players we had to get rid of. And let's go take a look at the free agent list, because I'm not really interested in giving up a whole lot else in terms of draft picks to stock up this team. So, running back wise, Mostert's there. I mean, right now we're looking for just kind of a plug-in solution. Let's go... Mostert has the speed. I'm gonna go for Melvin Gordon. We'll just sign him up for the rest of the year. And immediately cut him at the end. Tight end wise. I don't know. I mean, we have Zach Ertz. Do we have a blocking specialist who's not complete trash? That would be cool. Who's the best blocking tight end? Oh god, they're all trash. It's going to be Riley Andrews off of the Raiders practice squad. We'll go for him. We need a backup right guard. Guess we'll go for, I don't know, who's the oldest we want to keep around. I mean, Lane Taylor's there. Let's go for the memes. We'll go for Michael Schofield. Shout out to Prison Break. And then we need depth linebackers really quickly. So Anthony Barr, JPP. Let's see Matthew Judon there, who of course we got rid of not all that long ago. And the middle linebacker. Bring back a Landon Roberts to New England. Why not? For the rest of the year. On the outside, any more interesting veterans? Jabal Sheard. Kind of looking for like former Patriots, really. Kirksey was there. This doesn't really matter at this point. Again, it's a depth option no matter what, so Yeah, screw it. Let's go for Matt Judon. Why not? So again, no reason to like give up any extra assets or draft picks to go out and try to get better in these positions now. We have plenty of time to do that moving forward. I really didn't think this team was going to change this much, but that's what happens when the team horrifically underperforms. As far as I can tell, we're good. We're just going to have to redo the depth chart really quickly. And we might get through the end of the regular season here. Probably won't get to the draft tonight, I'll say that. We're saving that for tomorrow. So Jones is our quarterback. We want Harris as our starter over Melvin Gordon, I'd say. Tebow. Let's have Bullard. And go for Riley Andrews at fullback. So Jefferson, Gallup, we're going to go for Harper, and then Baldwin. If not, yeah, and then we'll probably have Baldwin as our slot receiver. That works. Do we have to cut somebody? Yeah, you're right, we do. We're one over. We'll cut one of the linebackers then really quickly. That's not a big deal. Tim Tebow's only here for the memes. Pretty much. Pretty much. I think I was one over on the linebackers. We have enough options on the defensive line. Or we could just cut quarterback, but I do like to carry 3. Matt Judon, sorry. You just got here and you're already gone. We let you into the locker room. Like, yes, an old stomping ground, and then we immediately got rid of you. And then again, we still have those 2 breakout moments in this upcoming game, which is hilarious. So again, it'll be Harris as the starter over Gordon. We'll have Bullard and Andrews there. Wide receiver, we'll have Harper in over Baldwin. Tight end, perfectly fine. O-line is now Becton. We can have, so Sanders is going to be in, and so is Todd. So as long as Rhodes is the second guy. Onwenu, Win, and it puts Aaron in, which we're not going to do. I'm going to put Martin Sanders out there. Local, give me a minute and I will do that. Let's leave Rhodes as the primary backup option in case someone's out of the play. Again, we're still trying to develop him. Defensive end, Winovich. Go with McKay. Carl Nassib. Defensive tackle. Oh, backup quarterbacks suck. That they do. Steele. Oh, we get McKay in there before we get Steele in there. And Carl Nassib. Linebackers. Koromoa. We're going to want Van Noy second. And Joyner. Smith, Dalton, Roberts. Go Van. Oh, boy. Nope. Nice little bit of lag there. Sorry to Landon. I guess you're just going to really be sitting around. Uche, Joyner. And, not necessarily wanting Winovich there. Go for Carl Nassib, I guess. Corners, Ward, Jackson, Newsom, Williams. It's just gross. Spillman. Nance. And Rice works, and then Nance and Stewart. Alright, so we still have a lot to think about with this team. A lot. And, yeah, 2-5, man. 2-5. How did that even happen? Power back's good. Slot receiver, we want it to be Baldwin. If not Harper, but... and then we'll leave the rush options as they are. Works for me. Alright, so the team is set. We do have to pay attention to this next game to see if we get those breakouts. We haven't done anything in terms of scouting either, so this will be interesting. And pretty much a breakout moment's the only way we're going to pay attention to what happens in-game. God, unless something happens and this team all of a sudden starts performing at a much higher level. Look at Jamison Friedman. Decent little steal. Fullback again we don't need. Wide receiver now we definitely don't need. So we can scout that later. So again, back to the offensive line. And we'll see. We have anything decent, and basically it's a B+ probably to keep being scouted. We're out of points for the week though. The weekly strategy as well we'll handle. I did get rid of Barmore for defense 2, which kind of sucks. Let's take a look. So, defend the outside run, and we'll defend the inside run on Stoney Michel. Defensively, run to the outside, we'll take on Ogba. You did not miss the breakout games. Interceptions. So, we're running the defense here. So it's Aiken, McKay, Goldsberry. If they're already here, that means I've done this for a third time and I didn't mark it down, so that would make sense. Goldsberry. So again, Barmore is out. Oromoa, Dalton. And instead of Nance, who's in the second tier, this is where we'll get Harrison in. Alright, so we're good. I actually had kind of a natural adjustment to make. Although Harrison is up to 26, but still, that'll be the trading for the week. I believe that's their 4th session, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we got in terms of player upgrades here. And also we have nobody to worry about in terms of signing now. So Oscar Aiken improves. Fortunately, right now, team morale is in the dumps. We have a losing record. We traded players. So it's not exactly surprising. And then Mac Jones has an upgrade point, shockingly. He's up to an 81. But not exactly playing like it. So let's jump into this game against Miami. And we'll see if we can help Gallup and Harrison get a breakout moment here. Needless to say, though, if we lose this game and we fall to 2-6, we are boned as boned can be, unfortunately. So apparently we dominated the first game against them. I don't know if I believe that. Let's see. I mean, it's tough to say the team is significantly worse. We got better in some ways. We'll sim to the first quarter. And still the offense is stagnant. Let's go to the half. It's now 3-0. 6-0 at the half. That's it, huh? There's 2 coup field goals. Gallup certainly does not have 150 yards. And Harrison has nothing that he needs. It was 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, or hold them to less than 150 yards passing, which we are on point for. Tua had 18 yards in the first half. Jesus. Well, let's see what we can do here to try and help. We need to get Gallup's yardage up. So we do have to play a bit here, and then hopefully I can shut down Tua's passing attack. That's all we can do. I will set up the coaching adjustments as well to essentially allow us to shut down the yardage. Let's go swap ball. The option defense doesn't really matter. Strip ball, just make the tackles. Tackling option, just take them down. That's it. Like, just don't risk giving up passing yards. I don't care if they win this game by running all over us here in the second half. Don't let Tua throw. And immediately he completes a pass. He's up to 25 yards. It was 150 yards. That's what we got to watch out for. So let's see what we can do in terms of shutting down Tua. Thought he fumbled there. Yeah, he got the first. We're going to have to run a lot of zone, more than likely. See what Williams can do here. Pick them up from the Jets. Good defense there. And God forbid we let Sony Michel run all over us here. Watch the fourth, try out the new guys. I don't think I can risk going to the fourth. To shut down the offense, to get credit for Harrison and get the Gallup yardage that we need. I don't think we can do it. Fuck me. No way. Oh, I just shouldn't have switched, and McKay got hurt. I can't believe we didn't sack him there. And honestly, like, I don't know. To me, I read he was kind of turning. I tried to get Winovich to post up, holding left trigger, and he just kind of kept running full speed. He didn't slow down. No fucking way. Oh my God. Alright, well, Tua, we're going to take McKay out of the game. Tua's picking up some yardage, unfortunately. I control them, and then all of a sudden Tua starts putting up yards. Boys, you gotta be... Okay. I'm going to... I mean, he needs 100 yards. I'm just gonna let it sim the defense. I'm just gonna let him sim the defense. Let's play the offense at least. Jesus Christ. He ended up with a field goal. Alright. We need yards for Mr. Gallup here. Be icon for us. He is our #1 target. What a grab. Let's go, Gallup. Beautiful. So, yeah, we'll hope he can shut down Tua, because otherwise, I mean, telling a safety to get 2 forced fumbles, 2 picks, 2 sacks, like, that's ridiculous. Like, what are the odds of it, you know? We're looking for Gallup here over the middle. For some reason, Gallup stopped. So we'll just run a little bit with Mac there. I have no idea why Gallup stopped. I thought it was a route all the way across. Apparently not. We're going to send Gallup underneath.
Back to throw. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines.
And whoever he caught that out of bounds, whoever the hell that corner was, just did not give Gallup any space either.
Here's Jones on 3rd down.
Let's go, Gallup. Great catch. Whew. So again, we got to get Gallup to 150 yards. That's much more likely than 3 touchdown passes. So, all right, Gallup is out here. See if we can hit him deep. Probably not.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught once again by Gallup.
All right, Gallup's gonna end up sitting out. If not this play, the next. He's been out here a ton. Yeah, he's out. All right, let's see what we can do here with Harris. Can we catch him off guard? I don't know why screen passes are so broken, man. The AI seem to pull them off quite easily when we watch them play. Send Jefferson deep on this one. Try to get Gallup over the middle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, there's Gallup. Nice catch. And out of bounds.
Good work for Gallup here.
They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good.
See if we can drive this home.
Harris.
Nowhere to go. And surprise, surprise, Phillips on Miami got hurt. Slants cheese. Pretty much do what you got to do to get that yardage. Do a delayed fade for Pitts. See if we can get him isolated. Gallup is out there, but...
2nd down and goal. Jones. And this is incomplete. Michael Gallup.
That hit as I threw.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
Look for Pitts in the end zone here.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
That's all we should have to do is just lob it up to the back of the end zone and watch Pitts come down with it. So, not bad. All right. Again, looking for the big yardage with Gallup.
At their own 20-yard line. Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
Oh, he almost held on to it. It's too big of a risk. Gallup's going over the middle again. Got to get rid of that fast. Melvin Gordon. So they seem to be on to my strategy of trying to hit Gallup deep because they are immediately sending pressure. Gallup's the target again here.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Picked. Xavier Howard stuck to him. Dolphins get a touchdown back. Fuck. Make a sweet throw to Justin Jefferson. Gotta read him. I mean, I did. I trusted Michael Gallup. Sox, quit being a fucking couch QB here. I trusted Michael Gallup to get separation. He did not get separation. I will trust Michael Gallup every time. Fortunately, Michael Gallup, well, he does have single coverage here. There you go. Saw him on the comeback. All right. Well, let's get Ertz underneath. Let's get Harris over. Let's get Pitts on the fade. Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones.
No way, that's going to get picked. I had to try. I had to try, as unlikely as it was. All right, Pitts isn't out there, but they're not stacking the line. Let's try to run with Harris. Baldwin was wide open. I didn't care. The play was for Pitts. I don't care who was wide open. Did you not hear me say I'm throwing it to Pitts? It wasn't a matter of making a read. It was lobbing it up for Kyle Pitts and seeing what the hell happens. Oh, we're going down. Yikes. Oh, hey. We'll settle for the field goal here. Again, we're looking for the memes. You should be used to this. All right, well, there's no way Tua didn't get the yardage that he needed. So, unfortunately, I mean, Harrison kind of got boned. There was really nothing he could do to get the upgrades. Howard's on Gallup, so there's really nothing I can do but try to, like, send Baldwin deep and hope that Gallup gets open. Baldwin's a good jump ball. I don't care. It wasn't about being serious. It was about just throwing the ball to Pitts no matter what. Jesus. What part of that don't you understand? I know Baldwin's good. He's 6'4". He better be fucking good. The play was not to hit him. The play was to meme and throw to Pitts. That's going to get picked. Whew. Tough throw. What's Gallup up to here? 5 yards away for Gallup at least. Harrison, I feel like kind of got boned. Looks like we have single coverage there on Gallup. We're going to send him.
Now Jones on first down. Flushed out right.
Very much Mac. Gallup wasn't open. Run it with Mac. But this guy was open. I don't care. We're not focusing on that guy. We're focusing on Michael Gallup.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Fortunately, that would have been a very tough throw. Mac Jones, baby! Well, he's fun. All right, can I finally find Michael Gallup open here? Let's send him across the middle. No, it's not what I wanted. Let's send him across the middle. Hit him with that slant cheese. Let's have Pitts block because they'll never see it coming.
Back to throw. Jones.
There it is. There it is. All right, so Michael Gallup's going to get his well-deserved upgrade. Beautiful. And there's pretty much no way that Harrison's getting what we need him to get. And there's a chance we're going to lose this game as well, unfortunately, due to us having to focus like we have. Tua's up to 246 yards. All right, what has Harrison done defensively? Fucking nothing. Nothing. I might give him the upgrade anyway, because that challenge for a safety is fucking bullshit. Honestly, we have a losing record, but, I mean, if we lose this game here, then we're boned. Let's see what Mac can do. We really can't afford to lose here. We'd be down to 2-6.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
Good throw by Mac. Found Kyle Pitts. First down. It's a shame I threw that interception, because otherwise we'd be fine. And we got Gallup the upgrade. That's all that matters.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Come on, Mac. You got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba that time able to drop.
Lost 12 yards on that.
Huge loss on the sack. Makes this job much
We're going to fall to 2-6, aren't we?
Second down and 22 yards to go.
What a throw from Mac. Is that Pitts again? It is.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Thank God for Kyle Pitts. Thank God we picked him up. Still just can't believe we're in this situation. I really thought we'd probably handle this situation well and make it back to a playoff spot.
That's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year.
What a throw and what a catch. Welcome to New England, Justin Jefferson. All right. They're reviewing it.
Touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Come on. Good. Good. Counted. We'll be up by 4. Let's hope we can hold on here. This is our chance. We win this game, we do have a shot at making it back into a playoff spot, but we really, really need the win here. Come on.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
The big catch.
Just inside the 10. And a decent
All right, let's see if this defense can hold on. We got some new pieces. Some other pieces are gone. Let's just watch to the end of the game here. Let's see what happens. We need this win, or our playoff hopes are probably dashed. We need it. Can we shut down Tua? Harrison, I mean, again, it's always shitty when a safety gets those upgrade perks. Like, oh yeah, get 2 picks or 2. Like, he's not gonna blitz all game either. Like, it's just, and the odds of holding a quarterback to 150 yards are incredibly slim. Huge play there. It's 3rd and 21. That might be the game right now. Tua, traffic. What a dot! Picked off. Let's go.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
J.C. Jackson. Who else catches it out of midair? And the Patriots' playoff hopes are alive and well. I don't know who was there to help knock it out of the receiver's hands, but J.C. Jackson was there to call ball game. Look at, man, Damian Harris is better than Kareem Hunt. He really is. That is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We pick up a win, just our 3rd of the year, and it is a brand new situation for us now. Mac Jones hit 400 yards. Yeah, Loca, sorry about the coach tree here. I'll show you in a second. I know I said that before, but I forgot. As Becton gets an upgrade point already. Still can't believe we ended up with him. It's fucking hilarious. It's like the wheels have fallen off. I am actually, like, I like the idea of, like, just how stupid of a team we can build. But also on the flip side, it's like, this has gotten out of hand. We've already won a Super Bowl. And for God's sakes, look at the team we have. As Michael Gallup is up to Superstar Dev and gets 8,000 XP. Unfortunately, Harrison's going to get boned. I'll tell you what. He's not going to get the upgrade XP, but it's absolute bullshit to be like, yeah, no. 150 yards for a receiver. Yeah, get 2 interceptions as a safety. So get the hell out of here. Harrison's what, 26 already? I don't care. It's the worst possible breakout moment. It's the game essentially trolling. Absolutely hate it. You're a superstar in my book, Ronnie. Cannot change this play. Oh, so okay. I gotta wait until after the. I did change him back. Stop. Jesus. It's because he has an upgrade pending this week, so we'll have to wait until the start of next week. Which is fine. We move on to a game against the New York Jets. We will see what happens. We also have some upgrades to dish out. We have a lot of business to attend to here. So let's see what we have really quickly, as Kyle Pitts is now tied with Justin Jefferson for the best player on the team. Ronnie Harrison. Again, you got shafted by the worst breakout moment in the game. You won't get the XP, but I'm still giving you the dev trait because fuck that moment. Nope, I still can't change him. Superstar limit reached. So what would have happened if he was successful? Would it have failed anyway? There's a limit on the amount of superstars you can have? What? Aha. Alright, well, never mind, Ronnie. You are going to get the overall upgrade instead of the dev pattern upgrade. What? There's a limit on the amount of superstars you can have. Figure that one out. Ronnie, congratulations. You're going to get a +1 in basically everything. Why? Because you got shafted into an unwinnable situation. Like a truly unwinnable situation where I would have had to play a full game and do nothing but blitz with him the entire game. And that's just fucking stupid. So congrats, Ronnie. You're a superstar in my heart. You're a superstar in my heart. With that, let me go to manage staff here. I will show off yield scout tree for those who haven't seen it because we do have staff points. So, you have a talent tree for the coach, which involves player growth. You pick one side or the other. And in staff modifications, you can pick off both sides. Staff modifications like, hey, you cost less to get people type of stuff. Right? Cool. Player growth is exactly what you would think it would be. It's XP gains. The offensive coordinator deals with attribute boost for whoever the hell you choose. And then practice makes perfect. Same thing. I mean, so yeah, basically the skill trees, it's just, hey, offensive, defensive coordinator makes certain people better, stats-wise. And player personnel has to do with affecting the value of trades and affecting contract value. So, in terms of going over every single one, But, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. And honestly, yeah, you might want to limit how quickly you get those. We have 5 players to negotiate with here, apparently. Melvin Gordon is gone. We already know this. He was a random signing. Landon Roberts. Okay, so these are just going to be the free agents that we know we're not bringing back. At least those guys. Onwenu is coming back. What about Uche? He's also coming back. He might be getting paid a little bit more than you want to pay somebody in his position, but that's all right. Scouting college players. See, I don't know what to do. I feel like in a way it's gotten out of hand with some of the trades. I'm not saying I regret some of the trades because, well, shit, we had to make moves, but it is a shame that the AI still don't value certain assets enough, and there's no modifier on it. So it's up to you as the player to avoid temptation. And that's still unfortunate, you know? Very unfortunate. Let's see. We're taking on Zach Wilson. They do have a decent running game. Honestly, for Wilson, again, defend the scramble. Don't let him take off. Offensively, we'll throw it deep. We'll take on Marcus May. And the game plan itself, and look for a pick, and we will keep the same group of guys there. Actually, I think I kept them in there for one too many. I was supposed to change them this week, but that's okay. That'll be the last time we train up that defensive group. So, player upgrades here. What do we got? Michael Gallup does get an upgrade after a successful moment. He's up to a legitimate 86. Playing like an 88, 27 years old. He is the 24th ranked receiver in the league right now. Jeremiah Harper improves as well. I had to boot before the trades and the draft was done. Corny, this team's changed drastically. I wouldn't even know where to start. Cameron Todd improves on the O-line as well. Doesn't go up in overall, but the attributes get better. That's not bad. Pete Rhodes, the American Dream. Make him a little bit better. Still not going to know his dev pattern until the end of the year. And then J.C. Jackson gets even better, because of course he does. Like, he is a god. And we love him. Aside from that, we are good. Jedrick Wills is back from injury, so actually we're not good. Let's take a look at the depth chart and set up the O-line. So it's going to be Sanders and Rhodes as the depth options. Pretty much every spot. Of course, Todd will stay as a starter. This way we are good to go. And then Wills will play with Sanders. That's perfect. So our offensive line is now at full strength. And it's dominant. We're going to sim this game against the Jets. They're at 4-4. We win this game, we equal records with the Jets, and then we play the Bills next week. So we need a win here. Please. 29-14. We are in a three-way tie for the AFC East lead. We have a long way to go. A long way to go until we figure out what we're doing next. Honestly, we are just going to start scouting out the best players available in this draft. Simply because, I mean, I don't really need anything specific anymore. Now it's just more a matter of who the hell are the best players available. That's what we're going to go off of. The weekly strats. We know we got to change this over. We will defend the deep pass of Josh Allen. Defensively, let's go for the blitz counter. And then team profile-wise, go for the interception, of course. And to change these guys out, let's go for the other defensive options. So Uche is in. We need Joyner. Steelers, what's going on? We need Newsome. Also need Brady Williams. And then Spiller. Spillman. I'm thinking of CJ Spiller for some reason. And then Ronnie Nance. Alright. We just need a backup running back. I mean, yeah, we do probably need a running back. We have all the running backs scouted already, though, pretty much. So. Alright, player upgrades. Who do we got? Oh, baby, most of the defense. Josh gets better. Looking good. Herbie Joyner. Get him to be a scheme fit, which is fantastic. Even though in practice everyone is a scheme fit, essentially. Monty McDonald is now a legitimate scheme fit. Ronnie Stewart. Gonna get him closer to being a scheme fit. It's getting late, man. Damn. Andrew Rice at safety. Doing a sim. I mean, define doing a sim. In terms of semi most of the games, yes. Kind of combination. And then good old Justin Jefferson. Again, at least we found out with Madden this year, like, trading still needs a lot of work in terms of how values are assessed. That is kind of a shame. But, hey, once the new scouting is out, we will be basing a series off of the draft only, so... but scouting college players is good, right? Yeah, we used our time. Yes, we did. I know we did, but now we're loading into it, and it's too late to back out. Goodness. Let's sim this game against Buffalo as well. I don't trust to watch this team until we see what happens. Can we beat Buffalo? 43-17. And we take the lead in the division. We get rid of veterans because we're at 2-5. And now all of a sudden, we lead. Carl, I love you, but we are going to probably look to let you go again. After bringing him back this season as well, just the circumstances of the team have just changed way too much. And then player upgrade, Kyle Pitts gets even better. Like the fact that I traded down in Season 1. We're able to turn all those draft picks and players into Justin Jefferson, Kyle Pitts. Like, it's still too easy in trading. It is. It's ridiculous. It's like NHL on hard difficulty is too far, and Madden with no difficulty, there's just it's not enough. So we will see if we can set up towards the playoffs here. It's taking on the Chiefs, which is scary. Very scary. Let's just see who we got. Why not? Just burn through these points and deal with what we get. Screw it. Steelers, we are on Xbox. Alright, the weekly strat. The only thing I care about here is the team profile. Again, we'll use our younger defensive option still. Then we'll change it over to the offense here very soon. Although the young players that we're building up on offense has certainly changed as well. More player upgrades. Michael Gallup gets even better. This team is just so gross. Jedrick Wills. Like, there is the legitimate question of what happens at the end of the season. Do we keep going in terms of building up a super team? Or at least now with the information. Like, I want to see how this team develops. Like, we have some fantastic players. We've had 2 incredible drafts. But it's just been the idea of, like, goddamn, we just keep getting, we keep pulling off these incredible trades. Like, I want to see how someone like Jordan Spillman develops, but like I said, we weren't doing a draft-only challenge, so. But obviously, like, if we had ended up with some of these players in a draft-only challenge, it would have been better, but we wouldn't have gotten as many of them because we wouldn't be trading for picks. It's a catch-22. Franchise right now, it's a solid 6 or 7 with potential to get better. I mean, the scouting update that's going to come out in a patch certainly isn't enough to push it over the line to like a 9 or a 10. Like, especially because you still consider all the features that were in old games that aren't in now. But it's getting better. It's getting better. They're putting effort into it. Unlike MLB The Show. All right, we're good. Let's sim this game as well against the Kansas City Chiefs. The rematch of the AFC Championship game. We're still going to sim it, though, because we're on a good run, and we just lost by a field goal. So we've lost to the Chiefs, we've lost to the Eagles, and at 5-6, we have a game at hand, but we're behind the Jets and the Bills. So if the playoffs started today, it would be Chiefs, Broncos, Colts, Chargers, Jets, and Browns, with the Ravens being in the top seed. Top seed right now in the NFC is the Rams. You have Packers, Seahawks, Eagles, Panthers, Saints, and Cowboys. So we still have a ways to go here. Interesting. Okay, let's just burn these points and see who's there. I'm not worried about super in-depth scouting. We did get Quinnen Williams. We fleeced the Jets. It's week 17 on here. It is. Weekly strat. go one more time for the defenders that we have here. And then we'll switch to the offense for the rest of the season. Since we had our different scouting groups, or focus groups, I should say, this year. So again, player upgrades. I can't believe we're at 5 and 6. Glenn Cooper improves. It's very nice. Eric Steele improves. Cameron Todd on the O-line. Not quite a scheme fit yet. Was that 55 snaps short of finding out his dev pattern, and Mac is up to an 82. Not bad. Scouting we got done, training we got done. We'll sim this game against the Giants as well. We're up to an 87 overall team. If we lose here, we might be boned. Oh my God, we lost by a field goal. We're a game back still. We have another breakout moment, which is ridiculous. The playoff situation has changed a little bit. It's Bills and Browns in the bottom left-hand corner. I don't know if we're going to make it. Who's the breakout player? Koromoa. Let me guess, 2 sacks? Yeah, it's the same challenge. So Koromoa needs 2 sacks in the game. Again, the defensive ones are so difficult to pull off. So we're at 5 and 7. We have very, very little time left to turn this around. We play the Texans, Broncos, Jets, Chargers, and Raiders. I don't know if we're going to make it, despite this ridiculous team. The damage of starting 2 and 5 might have been too much. So I'm honestly concerned about whether or not we're going to make it here. I don't know if we will.